Okay. Hey, from Atlanta.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Doing pretty good, but my youngest that just went to University of Georgia, she's a freshman
Uh,
and she came home with COVID today. So I set up her bedroom with all these supplies and a TV and everything. She's got to be in there for 10 days. And I told her just to text me what she wants me to cook for her, and I'll leave it outside her door. She doesn't have to come out. She's on another level of the house than we're on. So we're in downstairs and she's up there. So she's got everything she needs. And I put together elderberry, zinc, lozenges, vitamin C, case of water, snacks, thermometer, Tylenol, and trying to think what else. It seems like a couple other little things, but she's pretty much set. So I think she'll be okay.
okay. I mean, it's not hitting um, younger kids and sort of younger adults as badly as the older ones.
No, it's not. And she just turned 18, and but a lot of these colleges are starting to really see the effects of it as far as like just, kind of it's almost like a cesspool of COVID on college campuses here. But they're putting them in isolation rooms, either hotels or older dorm rooms for 10 to 14 days.
Mm.
Um, for isolation. And then it just so happened to be a holiday weekend here. So because it's a holiday Labor Day weekend, everybody's going to be home Monday. It's kind of a vacation time anyway. So it happened on a holiday weekend and she was able to.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. I hope that your daughter recovers from COVID. Yes.
The
Uh,
college the colleges here in the United States are a lot of kids. A lot of kids have it now. And she's going to be in quarantine for 10 days. And but she does not really have that many symptoms. She kind of feels like she might have a little stuffy nose, maybe a little bit of a cold, but no fever. And I don't think she has a cough or anything like that. I think it's just more of just a kind of a nasally, more of a stuffy head, stuffy nose type
mhm.
cold thing.
Do you know how long she's had it for?
Just a few days.
Just a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Have you looked up what you can expect over the period of time?
Well, with the younger kids in the college age, sometimes they don't have symptoms at all, but yet could still be spreading it. Um, Sometimes the symptom might only be they can't taste their food or they can't smell as well as they thought. Maybe a candle is burning, but they can't smell the fragrance of it. And that might be a hint that they would have it. Or they're not tasting their food, and that would be a signal I might need to get tested for COVID. But other than that, they may have no symptoms whatsoever. So they would just be going along, with their daily life and may have it and not realize it. And I think that's what a lot has been happening around here in the United States, is that these young people are getting together. They've had graduation parties. They just graduated from high school. They had graduation parties over the summer. They were hanging out with their friends. And then now they've all gone to college. And my daughter's in a dorm that holds almost 1,000 students.
Wow.
So, and there's two freshman dorms. Those are just freshman dorm only. Those two freshman dorms, she's in Brumby, and then there's Russell out. And both of those dorms hold over 1,000 students, or around 1,000 students for incoming freshmen. So when you're around that many, and even though they are supposed to be wearing their masks, they're not supposed to have anybody in their room. They're supposed to be masked as they leave their room, as they walk to campus. And some of their classes are in person, but they have to make a reservation to go to a class so that you can limit the number of people that are in the classroom. And then a lot of their classes are online. So my son, who's at a different college, he's at Kennesaw State University in Kennesaw, Georgia, his classes are all online. And my daughter has just a few classes that are in person, but she does have to make a reservation to go. But as they travel throughout the campus, even outside, walking from building to building, they're have to have their mask on and they're supposed to stay 6 feet away. But my daughter's also in a sorority. And there's some traditions at Georgia, which has to do with jumping in a fountain in the middle of the night. There's this big fountain on campus. And there was a lot of kids getting in that fountain in the middle of the night. I saw the Instagram pictures.
Oh, what fun. But not the best with COVID.
No, not the best. Not the best time to be in college, or even a senior in high school. You just never know if it's going to be. Well, we kind of shut down. We can't have sports. And for seniors, that are looking forward to things like that, then that's hard. It's hard on them.
Our hearts go out to you over there, and in the southern part of Australia, a place called Victoria, they are in stage 4 lockdown and have been in lockdown and looking like it's going to extend. So it's one of these, century on pandemics, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people here weren't taking it as seriously as they needed to, or they didn't feel the need to, I'm not going to need to wear a mask if I go out. Why would I do that? And I think that they were just being kind of selfish, because even if they felt they didn't need it personally, or they, because, their rights are like, well, we can do anything. We have rights. We can do whatever we want. Well, I get that. And that's very common here, that you can do whatever you want. We understand that those are your rights. We get it. But the thing about it is, it's really not about you. It's about everyone else right now. So you have to be unselfish at this time, and wearing a mask and putting yourself in an inconvenient spot or whatever. You just need to be inconvenienced so that somebody else can live, and you're not spreading it to someone who might have a condition that would, cause them to end up in the hospital. So I think that people here, well, I guess selfishness is worldwide, but I see a lot here with, I can do whatever I want. I have rights. I'm, blah, blah, blah. But, I look at it as, you've really got to be unselfish, and you really have to think about the other person. And I think you have to just put your selfish ways aside, and and just do something for somebody else. And I think that is what has happened here, is a lot of people have not. And I think with the young people, especially seniors in high school and people that were geared up for graduating parties and having graduations and all of that. And then, the weird thing about it is some people don't show symptoms, but could be spreading it, and you just don't know. You are. You just don't know. So I think the mixture of those things has caused it to be a little bit rampant over here.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. I hope that your daughter recovers from COVID. Yes.